just how fast this vehicle is. Very. Oh, yes. The whole interior, it has a really nice feel. There's a lot of carbon fiber here, and it has that quality touch and feel about it. This is a sporty car dressed up in an SUV clothing. You know, with an SUV, you get more space and practicality. With this vehicle, you get all of that. It's always good to have that space, but you also get the performance and the speed. It's not about speed only with this vehicle. You are getting into an unapologetically Italian brand with all the DNAs, the touch, the feel, and the luxury that comes with it. It just amazes me how this car takes off and it just keeps on going and going and going. The 8-speed gearbox is very well calibrated and is very, very smooth. It shifts at 150 milliseconds in race mode. The pedal shifts, it really has a fantastic feel to it. The steering is super precise in terms of giving you feedback. You can really feel the road feedback right to your palms. Because of the torque vector differential and the Guadrifoglio adaptive suspension, you can really throw this car about. You know, your mind will tell you to stop at some stage because it's an SUV, but because of those two features, you really can take this car to its limits. The engine is the talk of the town, and it has 510 horsepower. I still can't believe there's a 510 horsepower in an SUV. It does between 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds, and it's also capable of over 280 kilometers an hour. In normal driving condition on your daily commute, the torque from the V6 2.9 twin turbo engine goes to the back, and through the vector differential system, it gets distributed to the rear wheels, except when it becomes too much. If you are off-roading or if it loses grip, it distributes the power to the front up to about 50% for optimal grip for all the wheels. You know, I've driven the Giulia Guadrifoglio, and the driving dynamics of that vehicle are second to none. This one is not far from that one, actually. If you really want to have some fun and turn up the heat, start toggling that dial in Alfa's unique DNA system. You have eco, you have normal, you have dynamic, but then you have race in an SUV. You get the panoramic sunroof, you've got the driver focus cabin that it surrounds you, you get a beautiful sound system. But you know what? I'd rather listen to the engine all day long. The Stelvio Guadrifoglio costs around $380,000. That puts it on par with the Macan Turbo, the Mercedes GLC 63, and its sibling, the Maserati Levante. This vehicle is the best looking amongst its peers of all the vehicles that we mentioned before. Will it sell? Will people buy it because of its looks? We'll have to wait and see. One thing I'm sure of after driving this vehicle, now I understand why Alfa, there has so many hardcore followers around the world. It really is good to have a brand that has got so much, and especially in the sports and the racing heritage and pedigree, to be back. Welcome back, Alfa.